Hello, my name is Matt, and welcome to Cut Content. We're here for our first video in the Month of Spooks in the game Layers of Fear. I have already adjusted the spooky brightness settings and sat through the spooky loading screen, and now we're looking at some spooky subtitles.
There is still a way.
So, pretty rollicking start so far. The thing is, I get that you have to let yourself be scared in these games. You know, that's the point. But I'm also going to kind of use this as a test pilot for a new show I have in mind called GG, and where it's just we play games and we're super chill. And we're super chill for good times, and I can't imagine that this would in any way interfere with that. Oh, look, there's a lovely child being eaten by an eagle. I appreciate fine art. See how chill we're being. There's a door. Can't leave. Okay. Oh, a fun murder. Fun little. I assume that's a murder. Doesn't look like not a murder. All right. Ooh. Hold right tree. Oh, See, big fan of this control scheme. Very interesting. Let's open some chests up. See what newspapers we find. How do I... Ho-ho! Some call him the new Caravaggio, others compare him to Van Eyck, and one awestruck critic can pause the video and read this himself if he so desires. Not that I can figure out how to leave. What? No, okay. Turns out it was the B button, guys. Should have, Nah, I should leave this open. Make sure I know that I've already been there. Ah, what a lovely picture. So there are a few scratched out things, but we all go through difficult times in our life, and I'm not about to judge whatever or whoever is doing such a thing, because we don't always make the best decisions when we're in difficult frames of mind. We also don't always put things in drawers, apparently. I was kind of expecting there to be more of a thing, I guess. But you know what? That's alright. I shouldn't tell these people how to decorate their home. And I don't think there's a crouch button, so we'll just... Ooh, I can zoom in. That's exciting. Ah, a door's slightly open, which is probably the least ominous thing I can think of. Oh, this is, may I just say, a lovely kitchen. You've got some, looks like those are some garlic cloves, some peppers. That just give me a prompt. No, it did not. I'm losing my mind already. Oh, a weighing scale. I don't know what I expected to happen when I put... Still, it's fresh fruits. These people clearly care about eating healthy. See, this painting is bountiful. Bountiful and pleasing to the eye. As is that one of all the flowers. Guys, I think what this game really is a lovely home simulator. Yeah, and if I could jump to show you what was in there, I would do that. Maybe the fact that that was open was a clue that I should open that one. Doesn't appear that way, but that's alright. Still cruising, doesn't matter. Oh, a bit of a... It's a bit dark. I assume there's a light switch, because you don't normally just touch a light to turn it on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this oregano, paprika. That's interesting to have a couple of different jars of paprika and oregano. There are many spices, and these do seem like they could use some cleaning out, but then again, maybe it's necessary. Maybe these people cook for a lot of folks. Alright, well, turning off the light, because that's the polite thing to do. Well, I will leave the door open. I know it's not the nicest, and I probably shouldn't, but it's one of those things where I need to know I've been there, but there's no reason to be a rude boy about it. Are these various maps or probably paintings, given the nature of the game? Is that coming from in? Oh, it appears someone left the water running. That's regrettable. See, you always want to be sure to turn the water off, not just for your build, but as you can see, it's overflowed a bit, and that's gonna cause some mold problems, probably, which is, oh, how the hell did they, oh, That's too bad. Maybe that's why there's so much head bob. Is there's kind of a limp? Maybe that's me. Yeah, that would make sense. Maybe there might be some ibuprofen here. I imagine it's got to be stressful, or not just like physically stressful. I mean, on the leg. See, always put the toilet seat down. It's just polite. Now, I can't seem to tell if they are an over or under toilet paper roll type of family. But I do know that they've... Okay, I'll open it real quick because... I was hoping that... I was going to say, I do know that they've got one of these fancy old flush things, but it does not seem to be functioning properly. But yeah, you're just going to want to avoid sort of mold in general is bad. You don't want water in the house unless it's a place where you very specifically want water in the house. If that makes sense. Yeah, let's see. What time is it? It's about 10. Almost 10:40. Okay. Yeah. That's I don't know if it's AM or PM, but if I were a gambling man, based on that, I mean, like, see, I say I don't know because obviously it looks like evening, but it could just be a stormy day. Maybe the owners of this household have gone out to... What the hell? I mean, everything's fine, and I love mousetraps. As I was saying, perhaps the owners of this house enjoy the smell of the rain and whatnot, so... Ooh. I can't read that. Oh, well, have a nice day. That's so nice. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to go in this room. Never mind. But, that's okay. Some people like their privacy, and I can't blame them. While the owners of the home are out enjoying the smell of rain and sort of the lovely, cozy weather, I won't go somewhere I shouldn't. I assume the fact that I'm here means I'm supposed to be here, and there's no trespassing or anything. Yeah. I was going to go check upstairs, check out those paintings, but maybe the basement's gonna be the place to start because it seems like they're. Whoosh! I'm a nervous Nelly today because it seems like maybe there's some cleaning that could be done around here or things of this nature. Some books. Weird to leave all the candles lit. Now that's another homeowning pro tip. You generally don't want, well, you don't want mice or rats. I mean, they're sweet creatures, but they can also carry plague, and even if they didn't carry plague, it's, they can cause some internal structural damage. They can nibble on things they're not supposed to, make it hard to sleep. That is, I assume that this family has a child that they love very much, and we're trying to create the right doll for, making it by hand. That's very sweet of them. Didn't seem to work out super great, but that's okay. The important thing is that they made the effort. I think did I turn water on there? You can't always tell if you turn water on in a place like this. Anyway, hello, woman. It's nice to see you too. But yeah, this place could use a bit of tidying up. Brush some of the cobwebs off. Moves, get the tarps off the furniture. It kind of looks like somebody just moved in, or okay, well that's locked, but that's probably not the case. No, I don't play. I should learn to play the violin, and I think that would be a lovely use of my time. I also would be curious to know if there's a way I can go slightly faster. Who knows? You know what? What with my prosthetic leg, I shouldn't be in a rush. I'm just grateful that I can move about at all. It's a lovely little bit of technology, and even if it's not perfect, I can walk again, and that's really exciting to me, and I think that should be exciting to everyone. I assume those are all family photos, especially that one. That's probably Uncle Morgan. If I were a gambling man, but I've heard crazy stories about what Uncle Morgan gets up to. Such a wacky individual. Ooh. I am not. I really hope that didn't damage anything. This looks like an expensive piano, and I'm clearly terrible at playing it, and that's... Oh, look at the music. I can't actually read that, but it's nice of them to leave it out. Should check out this sign. What's going on? Been working all night. Don't wake... Okay, well, I should check and see if whoever's in here needs anything. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anyone actually resting in here. Must have just forgot to take the note. Is there... This is a surprising kind of way to... I mean, it's just a bit... No. I was gonna say it was a bit loud, but no, it's quite quiet. Maybe it's a weird alarm system. Wake someone up? That would make sense to me. Oh, they should... Okay. Don't leave shards of glass lying around like this. I know it can be... Oh, that's so sad. I know it can be tempting to just... You know, something bad goes wrong and you just don't want to deal with it, but... This could really hurt someone, especially since it looked like there's a child in the house. There's a brush right here to sweep it up into something. You know... Oh, that's another murder painting. I think it's like a gothic expressionist type thing that these people are heavily invested in. Oh my, that made my stomach do a few flips. There. That's okay. The same thing probably won't happen if I open this door. Yeah, see? Oh, may I just say, fashionable clothing. Coat, the boots. It's I get all the sort of dark paintings now. It's like an expressionist, like gothic realism type of deal. Man, you know, can I just say, I'm really happy I'm here. They're not paying me or anything. I feel like I'll be able to help. This place is in such a mess. They were gonna redecorate, paint this whole archway red, liven it up a bit. Did not work. A bit clumsy, and there's nothing wrong with that. We can all be a bit clumsy sometimes. Oh, Jesus! I very clumsily opened that door from a distance, which was pretty foolish of me. Let's see if there's a light switch. Oh, yeah. Was the picture of Dorian Gray, was it true all along? Well, the true story is that it's a book someone wrote. I don't mean to brag, but I don't feel like I need to, I feel like I need to read that book to get the total idea. The library is my favorite room in any house. Now, there was one thing I always wondered about this library, which is, you see this ladder? Okay, this is not that high, but... You know, it can be inconvenient. I'm not that tall, especially with prosthetic leg. But just like a step stool, really, would be all that you need. This ladder is tall enough to reach all the way up there, which maybe it's for changing the lights, but even then, I don't know. I just think a step stool. Oh, that seems to have gotten knocked off. That's unfortunate. I'll make it up. It's all about you and me. Let's make it special. You promised. Aw. So they made it special. The other person was congratulating them. Maybe that's where they're at right now. You know, they're off having a good time. Okay, seems that it seems like somebody's having a hard time. That seems personal, and I don't think that's any of my business. Oh, Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, Jesus. Moving right along from that to, oh, look at this big furry face baby. Because it looks like a baby with a furry face. Maybe it's one of those feral children you hear about being adopted and treated very well. Well, okay, that's a noise. What? Did I step on? That's clumsy me. I must have broken something. That's embarrassing. It's not very, courteous of me to do. I mentioned before, the importance of cleaning that up, and I will get to it. I'm sure there is a broom around here somewhere. Let's go on a quest for a broom. Perhaps it's behind. I found this key, which I normally wouldn't wouldn't use, because it's an invasion of privacy, but one of these doors has to have cleaning supplies. I mean, it's gotta, right? So, is that a... I'm sure there's a way to get over... Oh, have I... Oh, that's very silly of me. I was just there and I got confused about the... It's such a big house, you know how big houses you can get confused about the layout? This place seems like it needs to be tidied up, so maybe it's where they have... Yeah, that's where the key goes to. Whoosh! They were not kidding. They were not kidding. It's a bit of a mess. But I also think I've seen this painting elsewhere in the house, which seems... I don't know, how many of them do you need? Maybe they're different sort of collector's pieces. Lots of glass on there. This mirror... I'm a vampire! I'm kidding. I'm sure it's just... it's not really a mirror. It's just some sort of other thing. Don't worry about it. I'm great. Ah, there we... Oh. Oh, that's too bad. It seems... But then again, I guess they patched it up because, you know, they were having problems with... And he said... Somebody in the note said he would make the night special, and the other person was like, you promised, you did do that, and he did. So, I'm glad they worked it out. But it's important not to forget, you know, the hard times you've had, just so you don't make the mistake of repeating them. Whoosh! Lots of broken paintbrushes there. That's a tough one. But I imagine it looks like this guy's been painting for a while. Oh, okay. Well, it's too bad. This seems like the sort of closet that might have cleaning supplies in it. I mean, there are brushes right here, different kind of brushes, I know. All right, well, let's see what he's been working on. Huh. Okay. Well, that's... No, I expected things to be a little farther along than that. Oh. Well, that's nice. It's like a motivational poster. They're like, get it right, you know? Get it right this time. So no matter how many times you get it wrong, eventually you get it right. And, like, it could always be this time. And I'm really, really on board with that. I think that's a good sentiment. Now, I'm not finding many cleaning supplies in here. What, you deserve it? Finish. Oh, and now he just, like, feels... It's just, he deserves it. See, this is what I like. This is... I was going to make a joke about the portrait of the artist as a young man. But see, that's why I shouldn't be so critical, just because I thought he'd be farther along. But clearly, this artist has been trying really, really hard. And I'm not gonna bash that. Ah. Whoosh. That's strange. Did I go out a different door? There's that book about the picture of Dorian Gray. Well, maybe this is where the supplies are. See, again though, I've seen this painting. It's not my taste, but... And I don't really know what that is, but... Even if it is your taste, it does seem like, I don't know, having more than one just out of reach. Okay. I wasn't using that heartbeat anyway, so that's fine. It's important that I close the window so the rain doesn't get in, ruin this lovely painting, which is why I definitively did that myself and was the one who did that. Okay. This house is positively labyrinthine. Maybe there's a minotaur somewhere, you know? That's an old mythology joke. I can't tell totally what this is. I've got to admit, maybe it's like a cute little animal, and they're all snuggled around it. Oh, or is this some sort of Christ? See, like the birth of Christ, but like that's Mary and Joseph and Jesus and the farm animals and. That sounds right when I say it out loud, so that's what I'm gonna assume it is. Oh, hey, a picture. Oh. I hope she's better playing at the piano than I was, because, boy, did I make a goof of myself, you know? Going in circles. Maybe that's a tip. Like, if you go in circles. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I assume it's all good. Oh, I always love these busts. Not these ones specific. I haven't seen these specific busts before, but it's nice to have a bit of an acid trip every now and then. 548. That's cool. That's cool that happened. But I think busts add an air of class to any home, bit of panache. I would love to get some of my own. There's one I'm looking at that's a replica of the statue outside of British Parliament, which is Richard I the Lionheart. I think it's a great statue. I've had the privilege of, I can't seem to, I don't know why I shouldn't even be trying to read that. That's none of my business. But that's a bust I would like to have. It's not really a bust, I guess. It's more of just a statue. I believe the combination is 548. Weird to go to this length to keep a broom locked up, but I am not the decorator. The past holds you back.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have.
Oh my God!
Is killing me.
He's going to propose.
Will you marry me?
Look at that! I can't believe I was right about that. I was almost totally joking, but then maybe that's what that note was about the night. This isn't the most, like, you promised you would make it special, and he did. He proposed. Yep. I don't know that this is maybe the most romantic room. Oh God, never forget. Maybe they lost someone, and you know what? No, that's true. Never forget the tragedies that have befallen our nation. No, that's actually really impressive. I always say, people say never forget, but we get so caught up in our day-to-day lives that it just doesn't always occur to us. And that's, oh geez, I hope that wasn't. Oh no, maybe look for a new job. They're not paying me, so of course maybe it's whoever the previous maid. And if I may say so, and not that I'm a maid, I just like to help out. Oh, comfy chair. Okay, that stopped rocking, which is, I guess, pretty okay, because sometimes life rocks you. But yeah, I'm just here to help out some dear friends with some cleaning, some maintenance, and not to judge this previous maid's work, but a bit sloppy. It's a pretty well, unkempt house is, I guess, what I would call it. But all the same, it's got a lot of charm to it. I mean, I can see why you wouldn't just, I don't know, oh my. Okay. Everything that just happened, I'm totally cool with. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. There's a whole sort of space down here, which I'm in with Francis. He looks like a Francis, right? Look at the nose. It's an aquiline nose, like a Roman type nose. It's prominent, yes, but also distinguished. And I admire a man with a distinguished nose. Also, if you don't have a distinguished nose, that doesn't bother me. I don't judge based on appearances. Oh, there's a light switch. Lovely, lovely. Oh, Jesus fuck! Oh, God. Okay. We're gonna be done for now.